Just going to work. Another day in Australia. 10 years ago, I never thought I would ever fucking live here. Now I live here. There's crocodiles in that river. I'm surprised at how outback like this part of Queensland appears to be. But obviously the outback looks different. But for me personally, I've never been to the outback. I assume that the parts of the outback that have vegetation are kind of like this. But this is pretty cool. Just another day in Australia, in the state of Queensland, a great nation. Just another day, and then this is us leaving work. I'm not going to film on a work site. I then went to KFC with my roommates Hannah and Flem.
So I am at KFC with my roommates here, and we are going to eat KFC.
So I spent $10 for this tiny little meal that just had two things, popcorn chicken and a slider, and there was so little food on it, but it's not like I need more food. I'm a fat fuck. Now I am. Fucking 2 years ago I weighed like 165. Actually, that was a year ago. So I can't believe that there was so little food on it for $10. For $5 in Bakersfield, California, I get so much more food. It's crazy how the portion sizes here in Australia are so tiny. It's just tiny. So I woke up, I was watching some YouTube videos. It's my day off. I'm gonna be going to my bank, the National Australian Bank, so I can take some money out. Just another day in the air. I worked for 2 days on this one farm. This past Tuesday, Wednesday, and it was some fucking hard work. It could have been a Wednesday and Thursday. Yeah, it was Wednesday and Thursday where I worked this farm. It was really hard work, and it was well worth it. Good exercise, made some good money. I was making $28 and something cents an hour, and in less than one shift working, that pays for like a whole week's work worth of rent. Because out here in Australia, you pay rent weekly. Strange, but in a way it might be fair for people that manage your money terribly, and you only get paid bi-weekly, and you might spend your money. What if you get paid on the 3rd, and then later on, like a handful of days before the 31st or 30th of the month, you might squander your money, you might spend it on. There's that specialty Indian cuisine restaurant. Maybe it's the only Indian restaurant in Ayr. So far I like Ayr. There's not really much to do except, eat and drink alcohol, but I don't drink alcohol. Like, it's super rare for me not to drink alcohol, like super rare. The last time I got seriously messed up was fucking like 6 years ago. And I noticed that when I used to drink, it was harder to save. I remember the first years that I stopped drinking, I would save an insane amount of money. I was saving like $2,000 a month. And because, if you're not drinking, then the next day, if your work calls you in, and they're like, hey, you want to work? We need one. You can go and make them 8 hours worth of money. And I did that. I was working up to 80-something hours a week back in California. I was sometimes working 7 days straight, up to like fucking 2 months without stopping. Those were the days. But as I got older, I got tired. Or out of shape. 24-hour laundry. This is a cool thing about area. You wouldn't expect it, but there's a 24-hour laundry place here. And it's such a tiny little town. I wonder why. Oh, maybe because of all the hostels that are here. Motels. Maybe. So a lot of the backpackers are privileged in the sense that they have the ability to save a few $1,000s USD to come here, which is like an entire year's wage for a lot of countries, or most countries. And most of us come from countries with a strong economy, powerful passport,
and we all speak English. Most people on Earth don't speak English. So we have the ability to move out here to a country with a really strong economy, stronger than a lot of other countries. In the sense that, you know, sure, China has a GDP that's like maybe 18 times more than Australia, but they also have like fucking, I don't know how many times, like, okay, I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, like maybe 40 times more people. So the average person in China, they make like $1,000 a month. But that's the average, that's not the median. The median is way less. And here in Australia, the average person makes like what, $70,000 a year? Maybe $6,000 a month? That's way higher. Here is the Woolworths. They have a tobacconist and vape. Like in the US, like grocery stores, they sell alcohol, they sell tobacco products. But here in Australia, to get your alcohol and tobacco products, you gotta go to stores that are catered only for tobacco or alcohol. And the same thing with medication, quite often.